Assalamualaikum. In previous lesson, we have learned that we can only have IC. Okay, this is IC or collector current. We can only have collector current if we have base current, IC. Okay, this is what we have learned earlier. So we are going to learn about how this circuit can be used as a current amplifier. And we also know that IC is much smaller than okay, let me correct this one. This is I base. So I base is much smaller than IC. Actually, you have to do this experiment in the lab. You can see here we have R here. R stands for resistor. And the resistor here is used to limit the current that flows into the transistor. Without the resistor, there is so much current that flow into the resistor and it's going to break it. So this resistor can be changed. Okay, we have a few values of resistance here, and then when we change it, the value of base current, okay, this base current will also change, and IC or collector current will also change over here. I don't have the value here because you need to do the experiment in the lab to get the data. And then what happens is when you have all the data, you can actually draw a graph. Now you can see here, when you have this graph, IC versus IB, then you plot it, you are supposed to get a straight line like this. Okay, so when there is no I base, there will be no IC. That's why the experiment or the graph should start from origin. So now let us compare with linear equation here. So IC is Y and IB is X. So that's why we have IC as Y and X as IB over here. And you can see that the lines there starts from zero, starts from origin, so there is no C. There's no C, there's no more C over there. So that's why we have IC equals MIB. And what is M? M is the gradient. And in this case, we change the word or the letter M as beta. So beta is actually the gradient of the graph. So this equation becomes like this. And you can rearrange this equation or expression, then you have this formula. So this is the formula for amplification. Okay, you can determine the amplification factor of the amplifier. Okay, you can use the word amplification factor. Okay, this is amplification factor of this transistor. So different transistors have different amplification factor. Okay, so I hope you understand this. So you can apply this formula to find amplification. And in the next video, we are going to learn how a transistor can be used as an automatic switch.